Hello everyone, and welcome to this 45-minute practice helping you to lean into trust, especially during times of challenge, during times of uncertainty, and when you're literally doing everything you can and then you just have to let go. And letting go can be hard and scary. We have my trusty sidekick Percy here supporting this lovely, safe space. So coming to a comfortable seat, let's actually bring the hips to the heels and bring the knees together to touch. And just bring your hands on top of your thighs, closing the eyes down. Feel your sit bones dropping down. Feel your low back rooting down into your heels. And then lift from your pelvic floor. Lift from around your lower abs and lengthen up the spine as you roll the shoulders down and back. And just see where you can connect in with strength to create stability in this moment, and then soften as well, finding that balance of action and activation, and then letting go and softening. And just begin to come into deeper connection with your breath. And seeing if you can release any tension in the wrists and the fingers, giving them a gentle wiggle. And feeling the breath deepening into the body with each inhale. And feeling this softening, this release with each exhale. Just allowing yourself to be exactly as you are in this moment. Staying present with your breath, feeling the ground beneath you. Maybe bringing the inner thighs together to create a bit of activation to support the lift in the pelvis. And just continue to let the breath move in and out through the nose. Dropping into your body so you can move through this practice with full presence. And when we are in full presence, we are trusting because we're not thinking about the future and we're not caught up in the past. So just focusing on your breath and being with what is, feeling into what is the embodiment of presence. It's the embodiment of trust. Let's begin to land the right hand down and sweep your left arm overhead. Breathing into the left side body, get a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, sweep your left hand forward, ground the palm and reach your right arm overhead. Squeeze the inner thighs together and breathe into the right side body. Open your heart, lean your right shoulder back. And exhale, sweep your right arm in front. You can bring the hands to the front of your mat and pivot into a tabletop. Begin to take an inhale into your cow, lifting the tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, and exhale into your cat. And just finding a nice steady rhythm here, spreading your fingers wide. Rooting the knuckles down. And allowing the movement to flow with the breath. Let's take one more full round here. Taking an inhale to your cow. And exhale to your cat. Stay in your cat shape. Breathe into the back body. Breathe into the back of the lungs. And as you exhale, draw your right knee to nose. And then begin to bring your right foot to land in between the hands. You might need to lift your right hand to do so, and then you can lower back down. As you inhale, reach the arms high for Anjaneyasana. Activating your left glute, lift your heart high. And exhale, bring your left hand down, reach your right arm high, open through the chest. And exhale, bring your right hand to thigh. You can rise up and angle your left shin over to the right. Reach the arms to a T. You're in your half warrior. Just hinge forward with that right knee and back. Moving forward and back. Try to soften in the wrists. Come back to your breath. Spread through all four corners of your right foot. Then begin to reach forward and bring your right hand down to the inner edge of your right foot and sweep your left arm alongside your ear. Gentle tuck of your tailbone. Lean your left shoulder back, maybe lift your gaze. Try to soften in your left wrist, wiggle the fingers, and exhale, lower your left hand down. Angle your left shin back behind the knee and heel toe your right foot out. Pressing into the palms, roll your shoulders back. And just staying here for a few deep breaths. Let's create some activation, pulling the right heel back and dragging the left knee forward. The heel and knee won't move. You're just pressing down and creating that motion, creating that activation. Breathing into that right hip. And then begin to tuck your left toes, lift the knee and reach your right arm high. Keep pulling that right heel back. Push your left palm down. Stay lifted off that left heel. And exhale, lower your right hand. Slide your right foot back, plank pose, and exhale, lower to the knees. Hug the elbows back and in, lower chin and chest. Lift knees and lower pelvis. Inhale, baby cobra. And staying here. Root the front of the pelvis. And exhale, lower. Tug the toes, press up tabletop. Take an inhale to your cow, root the knuckles down, open your chest, and exhale into your cat. Good. Stay in your cat, take an inhale into the back of the lungs. And exhale, draw your left knee forward towards your nose. And then maybe lifting your left hand to land the foot between the hands. Reach the arms high for Anjaneyasana. Lift your heart, activate your right glute. Gentle back bend here. Bringing awareness to all the muscles around the spine. Good. And as you exhale, let's land your right hand down. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Opening the chest. Good. As you exhale, begin to lower your left hand. Angle your right shin to the left and cartwheel the arms up, coming into your warrior two, half warrior two. And just begin to hinge forward with that left hip, letting that left knee come forward and back. Soften in your shoulders, turn on your triceps, helping to take pressure off the shoulders. And letting that left knee come forward, gentle tuck of the tailbone. Let's reach that left hand down and sweep your right arm alongside the ear. Lean your right shoulder back. Tilt your pelvis to the long edge of the mat in front of you. And soften in your right wrist and fingers. And as you exhale, let's lower the right hand down. Bring the foot back behind the knee and heel toe that left foot out. Keep on the hands here, lift your heart forward, and then begin to pull your left heel back and drag your right knee forward, creating that activation in the left hamstring. Slowing the breath down, taking any audible exhales at any time. Good, and then begin to lift your right knee. Ground into that right hand and inhale, reach your left arm high, pressing your right palm down. Pull back with that left heel, drag forward with the right toes. And as you exhale, lower the left hand, slide the left foot back to plank pose. Begin to lower to the knees, hug the elbows back and in, lower chin and chest. Lift knees and lower pelvis and inhale, baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart forward, pull the palms back and breathe. As you exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, press up to your tabletop. Take an inhale to your cow. Exhale into your cat. Come through a neutral spine. Tuck your toes and lift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Maybe walking the dog a bit, bending one knee and then the other. Spreading your fingers wide, rooting the thumbs, and then coming to stillness. You can also bend the knees and bring the belly to the thighs, or you can reach the heels to the earth. Where can you soften into the present moment a little bit more? Staying present from head to toe with awareness. Noticing what is showing up in the mind, knowing you don't have to attach to it. And is what showing up in the mind, are they loving thoughts or are they judgments, criticism? Knowing that the judgments and criticism aren't who you truly are. And we can turn a loving, compassionate smile to them and change that thought into something more loving. You have that power to create your own reality. As you inhale, ripple the spine forward. Good. Step your right foot forward. Rise into your high lunge. Arms reach high. Pull your right heel back and drag your left toes forward. Let's interlace the hands for a bind. And then begin to hinge forward over your right thigh. Keep pulling the right heel back as you breathe. Soften in the shoulders. Bring your hands to heart. And begin to draw your left knee forward and up. Cross your left knee over right. So you're either bringing the toes to the mat or they come around your right calf into Garudasana. Right arm comes under left, hands to shoulders or take your eagle bind. Bend the knees, hug elbows and knees together, or hug both elbows together, hug both knees together, and then lengthen your spine as you sit lower. Draw the forearms forward. Press down into that right foot and feel the energy. Any energy of frustration, anything, just feel that getting out into the earth. Feel that releasing from your body as you push down into your right foot. Breathe. And as you exhale, curl forward, sleeping eagle. Gently begin to unravel. You can bring the hands down to the mat and step your left foot back. Ground your left palm and reach your right arm high. Gaze up to right fingertips. Begin to pivot your left toes to the right and heel toe your right foot back so it's level with the hips. Reach your right arm overhead, big inhale. And as you exhale, dip your left hip, right arm reaches back. Inhale, right arm reaches overhead. And exhale. Good, let's go 3 more. Press into that right foot. Ground the big toe. Last two. Last one here. Reaching overhead, let's land your right hand down, come onto your left toes and step back to plank pose. Your choice to lower to the knees or shift forward on the toes for chaturanga. Hug the elbows back and in, lower halfway, and inhale, upward facing or cobra. Roll your shoulders back, exhale, downward facing. Lengthen your neck long. Slow your breathing. Coming back to the intention of trust. Where can you let go a little bit more in this practice to just be with the present moment? To be with the challenges that come up, knowing that whatever comes up to be healed. As you inhale, ripple the spine forward. Draw your left knee into chest. Squeeze it in. And land your left foot between the hands. Rise up into your high lunge. Big inhale. Interlace for your Kali Mudra. Pull your left heel back and drag your right toes forward. And without squeezing or cramping that left foot, really feel the grip of your left toes into the ground. And stay present with the activation. Good. Begin to hinge forward over that left thigh. Breathing nice and deep here. Keep pulling that left heel back. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart. Ground your left foot and draw your right knee forward and up. Push your left foot down and reach the arms high. Begin to cross your right knee over left so toes can come on the ground or around that left calf. This time your left arm comes under right. Hands can come to top of shoulders or take your eagle bind. Notice the shoulders here. So if the right shoulder is lifted, try to drop it down and then move the arms and forearms to the left a bit. Ground your left pinky and really feel the energy pushing down out of that left foot. Breathe. Bending the knees, hugging knees and elbows, feeling that activation. Good, and as you exhale, curling forward, coming into your sleeping eagle. Beginning to gently unravel the arms, land the fingertips down, and step your right leg back. Begin to ground your right palm and inhale, reach your left arm high. Begin to pivot to the outer edge of your right foot and heel toe that left foot just back so it's in line with the hips as you reach your left arm overhead. Lift from the bottom hip and exhale, tap that right hip down. Reach the left arm back. Inhale to lift. Pressing into your left pinky toe as well. Exhale to tap. Good. 3 more. Grounding that right palm. Last 2. Let the breath flow with your movement. Last one here. Reaching overhead. Let's land your left hand down. Pivot onto the right toes and step to plank. Your choice to lower to the knees or shift forward chaturanga. You can always skip a vinyasa and come into child's pose or downward facing. And exhale, meeting all in downward facing. Notice the weight of the hands. even pressure on the feet. Maybe taking a lion's breath, letting the tongue out. Letting any energy of mistrust flow out of the body. As you inhale, gaze to thumbs. Bend the knees and step your right foot forward. Rise into your high lunge, nice and slow with the breath. Feeling your whole body head to toe here. Good. As you exhale, open to warrior two. So pivot your left heel down. Engaging that left glute, lift from the spine all the way up. Lifting the sides of the waist, press the feet apart. Let's reach forward, either bringing right forearm to top of right thigh, left arm sweeps alongside the ear, or right hand comes to inner edge of right foot. Tilt your pelvis to the long edge of the mat and soften in the left shoulder. Full body awareness, grounding into all four corners of that right foot and left. While you breathe, notice if it's challenging to breathe and see what it feels like to lift yourself up slightly. Knowing that in challenging times, you always have the power to give yourself exactly what you need. That lives within you. Good, beginning to lower that left hand down and pivot onto the left toes. Heel toe your right foot out and begin to pull your right heel back. Drag your left toes forward, lift your heart forward. And ground your left palm. Let's inhale, reach the right arm high, pushing into that left hand. As you exhale, heel toe your right foot to center and lower your right hand down. Ground into your right foot and begin to float that left leg as you push your right foot down. Let's rise up, bringing our hands to heart, and then beginning to reach the arms back behind. Allow the right ankle to wobble. Come to your breath. Push down into that right foot and feel activation in the right leg. Feel the energy in that right leg. Breathe and let that energy move with each exhale. Keep pushing down with that right foot. And as you inhale, bend the right knee and draw the left knee forward and up. Arms reach high. Let's open that left knee out and come into Vrksasana, tree pose. So left heel to inner right ankle, calf or thigh. And then beginning to bring your left hand to the inner edge of that left knee, gently guide it back and sweep your right arm overhead. Roll the shoulders back and gently tuck the tailbone as you push down with that right foot. Again, where can you soften into the present moment? Finding joy amidst the challenge. The challenge is one thing, it's not the whole experience. What's challenging is to shift to a new perspective, shifting the mind to a new perspective, letting go of any old stories. Breathe in, exhale, release. Reach that left arm high, and exhale, bring your hands to heart. Pivot your left knee forward and cross the knee over that right. Either bringing left toes to mat or around the calf. And then you're bringing your right arm under left. Find your eagle bind or hands to shoulders and breathe here, 5 breaths. Letting go of the story about the sensation in that right foot or ankle. And just pushing into that right foot, push it down as you breathe. Gently come forward, sleeping eagle. Unravel the arms, land the fingertips down and step your left leg back. Ground your left palm and reach the right arm high. You can sweep the right arm alongside your ear, pivot to the outer edge of your left foot and heel toe the right foot back. You can stay here or step into Vasisthasana, side plank. Lift from that bottom hip and breathe for 5 breaths. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Maybe floating that right leg. As you exhale, lower the right hand, 3-legged plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in. Lion's breath, let it out. Come back to the present moment. Feel the ground beneath you, the ground that's always there. What is the most loving thing you can think and say to yourself right now, and let go of everything else? Gaze to thumbs. Bend the knees and step your left foot to the top of the mat. Rise up into your high lunge. Big inhale. Let's interlace for a bind. Pull the left heel back, drag the right toes forward. Begin to pivot that right heel down and open warrior 2. Press back to the outer edge of your right foot. Lift the spine tall and bend your left knee. Feel your glutes activated and strong here. And then notice the ground under the soles of the feet. Softening into the shape, but also feeling activation in balance with the softening. Both can be present. And it's learning how to be with both that creates deep resilience during any challenge. Let's reach forward with the left arm, either bringing forearm to top of left thigh, right arm sweeps alongside the ear, or you're bringing your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot. Lean the shoulders back, tilt the front of the pelvis, or tilt the pelvis forward to the long edge of the mat in front. And keep even-rooted pressure on both feet. Keep the breath deepening to your body here. Exploring all the sensations in this shape. Good, and as you exhale, let's lower your right hand down and heel toe the left foot out. Drag the left heel back, drag the right toes forward. And as you inhale, reach your left arm high, gazing up to left fingertips. Roll your right shoulder back so the front of the shoulder is open. And as you exhale, heel toe the left foot to center and lower your left hand down. Good. Ground into your left foot and begin to float that right leg as you bring your hands to heart, coming into warrior 3, pressing your left foot down firmly. And then maybe reaching the arms back behind. Feel the spine strong. Feel this deep strength in your left leg as your foot pushes down firmly. You know where you're going. Your heart knows where you're going, even if the mind can't understand it. So connect in with the sensations of your heart right now. And how you can do that is slow the breath. Slowing the breath slows the mind. Good. Bending into your left knee. Let's bend the right knee and draw it forward and up. Reaching the arms high. Begin to open that right knee out and find your variation of Vrksasana. Pressing into all four corners of that left foot. Wiggling the fingers, twirling the wrists. And then bringing your right hand or forearm to the inner edge of your right thigh, gently drawing that knee back and reaching your left arm overhead. Rolling the shoulders back, gentle tuck of the tailbone. Stay with your breathing. And as you inhale, reach the arms high through center. Let's pivot your right knee forward and cross the knee over left, coming into your Garudasana, eagle pose. Left arm will come under right. And no worries if you fall. Notice what came up in the mind. Again, being with the present moment. So how can we shift that whatever came up, shifting it to something more loving? Because really it's self-love that creates the life that we desire, the life that our heart truly wants us to live. And it's through the awareness of all the conditioned thoughts and parts of ourselves that have maybe tried to keep us small. It's through that awareness and bringing those up to face with love and compassion that we create the true changes. That we lean deeper into the trust of who we really are. As you exhale, hinge forward, curling forward, coming into your sleeping eagle. Gently unravel and step your right leg back. Grounding your right palm, let's inhale, reach the left arm high. Pivot to the outer edge of your right foot and heel toe that left foot back, reaching left arm overhead. You're either here or you're stepping back into your Vasisthasana side plank. Lifting from that right hip and breathing 5 deep breaths. Maybe you float that left leg, tilting pelvis forward. And as you exhale, lower your left hand, pivot on the right toes, three-legged plank, and shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in, and full exhale. Lion's breath, tongue out. Good. As you inhale, gaze to thumbs. Draw right knee into chest. Land your right foot between the hands. Begin to walk the hands over to the left. Pivot your right toes to the left. And just bend into that right knee. Come onto your left heel. Skandasana, hands to heart. Right arm down, left arm overhead, or you're reaching for that bind. Interlocking the fingers and drawing the elbows back. Lift your heart and push down into your right foot. So there's no dumping anywhere. We have full activation here, breathing. Maybe grounding the left heel and pulling back to create activation on the back of that left leg for 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands to heart. Pivot your left heel or left foot down. And then begin to press yourself up. So you're in a wide-legged stance, rising all the way up. Good. Angle your left toes in and turn your right toes to face the top of your mat. Arms to a T. Breathe in. Reach forward, Trikonasana. Right hand to inner edge of right calf. Left arm stacks. Lengthen your spine forward and press the feet apart. Option to bring your peace fingers around your right big toe. Maybe hand comes to the inner edge of your right foot or the outer edge. Maybe your gaze lifts, breathing here. Exploring this whole shape, core strengthener. And as you inhale, reach your left arm overhead and bring your left hand down as you bend your right knee and pivot off your left heel. Ground the palms and sweep your right leg back, three-legged plank. Shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your chin down and reach the arms behind, palms face up, big toes to touch. Root the front of the pelvis, knees lift, inhale, lift your heart, lift the arms. Stay here or lift the legs. Breathing here for 5 deep breaths. Gaze to the tip of the nose. Just feeling into the body, letting go of the mind. Letting go of any stories. Good, and as you exhale, release. Ground the palms. Press the tops of the feet and inhale, baby cobra. Holding here. Root the front of the pelvis. Breathe into that activation behind the heart. And exhale to lower. Tuck the toes, press up tabletop or plank, and lift the hips back and up, downward facing. Lion's breath. Letting it all out. Where do you feel more spaciousness within your body? Again, slowing the breath down to slow the mind down. The mind is really chattery, just turning a smile to it. And think of pressing your palms down and your feet down and just envision that energy from the mind flowing down the arms, out the hands into the ground, and down the legs and out the feet into the ground. Just letting that energy be recycled. As you inhale, gaze to thumbs. Draw your left knee into chest and land your left foot between the hands. Good. Breathing nice and deep here. Beginning to ground your right palm. Let's inhale, reach your left arm high. And exhale, lower your left hand down. Begin to walk the hands over to the long edge of the mat, pivoting your left toes. And beginning to bend into your left knee, pivoting onto your right heel into Skandasana. So activating your left calf and hamstring, lifting through the pelvis, either hands to heart, left arm out, right arm reaches high, or you're reaching behind for a bind. Just making sure you're not just resting here. So press into that left foot, ground your right heel and pull it back. And then breathe through the challenge. Open your heart a little more. Good, and then begin to pivot down to the inner edge of your right foot. Hands can come to heart center. You can press yourself up into a wide-legged stance. Nice work. Pivot your left toes forward, angle your right toes in, and reach the arms to a T. Press the feet apart and reach forward, Trikonasana. Left hand to inner left calf, peace fingers around the big toe or inner outer edge of that left foot. Gentle tuck of the tailbone, grounding into all four corners of the feet. Notice when we place even pressure, that helps to activate different parts of our calves for knee stabilization. We're able to create that activation all the way into the hips. Breathing nice and deep. Maybe your gaze comes up towards those right fingertips. Good, and as you exhale, lower that right hand down. Hands frame your left foot, pivot off your right heel, Bend your left knee. Good. And just begin to reach your left arm high. Big inhale. And exhale, lower left hand. Let's sweep the left leg back into three-legged plank. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the belly. Hug the elbows back and in. Ground your chin. Reach the arms back behind. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift the knees and inhale. Lift the chin and chest. Float the arms. Stay here. Float the legs. Breathing nice and deep. Releasing any stories again and just finding the sensations in the body from head to toe. Activating them with love, from a place of love, from a place of empowerment. Last 3 breaths. For 2 and 1. Lower down. Good. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders, press the tops of the feet, and inhale, baby cobra. Roll up, activate behind the heart space, press the front of the pelvis down. Pull the palms back. And exhale to lower. Good. Let's come onto our backs. Bending both knees. Bringing your palms open to the sky, tucking the shoulders under. Pressing into the feet, let's lift the hips on the exhale. You can press the back of the head behind the eyes down. Roll the shoulders back so the backs of the shoulders are rooted. Stay here or interlace for a bind. Pressing the back of the arms down, maybe walking the toes underneath the knees. Staying connected to your breath. And then beginning to release the bind. Let's lower the soles of the feet and curl the spine all the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. Drawing the knees in towards the shoulders, either bringing peace fingers around the big toes or reaching for the outer edges of the feet as you lengthen your tailbone long. Coming into Ananda Balasana, happy baby, taking a deep inhale. Feel the ground beneath you, full exhale. Let the shoulders soften down. Feel the tailbone lengthening down. And just beginning to release and coming into your Shavasana. Letting the exhale go. Feeling more space being created in the body. And slowing the breath down as you come into full presence of this moment. Turning your awareness to your ears, noticing the sounds in the room, or if you're outside, noticing the sounds outside. And bringing your awareness to your nose, noticing any smells around you. While still hearing the sounds. And then bringing your awareness to your eyes. And just seeing any colors or anything that is showing up in front of the eyes right now as they're closed. Or maybe they're open and you're just noticing your surroundings. They can either be closed or open, but just noticing what's showing up in front of the eyes right now. While hearing the sounds, while smelling the smells. And then bringing your awareness to the tastes in your mouth. your tongue, your teeth, maybe creating a softening of the jaw. And then bringing awareness to your body. Noticing all that is showing up in your body from head to toe. Maybe there's tension in some places. Maybe there's expansion in others. Maybe there's a heaviness. Knowing it all serves, it all has a purpose, it's all welcome. And the more we can just feel and be with what is, without judgment, without story, we can allow it to truly express its truth from a safe and supportive place. And letting your whole body dropping deeper into the ground, dropping deeper into your mat, the surface beneath you. And thank you for practicing with me. I hope this practice has left you feeling more connected to the present moment, especially during times of challenge. Just knowing that when challenges arise, it's like you're picking up momentum. You know, it's nothing is gonna arise that you can't overcome or meet. And it's when we have this story or this idea of how it's gonna look, we can create resistance, we can create the tension. And so the challenge really is to let go of how you want things to look and just learning to surrender to the messages of your heart. Surrender to what you can't control and tune in deeper to what it is that you're wanting. Feeling into that, into the worthiness of having what you're wanting so you can actually move forwards with trust in yourself to take the right aligned action. Namaste.